Hello, this is part of a short series on how to turn a 3D model into a functional VTuber avatar. This is part 1 about rigging, and also face blend shapes. So first, make a skeleton with all the names like these. I'm sure some of them don't exactly need to be named like this, but some of them do, so just follow this naming convention because it works. Pause the video or take a screenshot for reference on these bones. Apart from that, you will also have to make sure that some of the bones are parented correctly. So these two dive bones, they will be parented to the bone called hips. Shoulder.L and shoulder.R parented to chest. All of the finger bones will be parented to hand.L, and the two eye bones will be parented to the head. Now I will show you how the eye bones work a little more closely, because it is quite unique and not that intuitive. Okay, so basically you see these two bones, I.L and I.R. You want those bones to be pointing upwards, and then for the bottom of those bones, you want to make sure that it aligns with the center of your eyes. So as you can see here, this is the center of my iris, and then I draw a line straight across, and then it meets at the bottom of these two bones. So from the front orthographic view, you want to make sure that is happening. And then you will have to move them back into the head, and maybe even to more towards the middle. Okay, so what you want to do is you want to achieve an effect where when you turn this on the z-axis, it will turn the iris like this. So this is how you would do the eye if you were an anime character, you were making an anime character. So that's how the iris functions. Of course, different models have different iris shapes and different shapes for the eye sockets, so you will have to experiment with this until you find a good solution. So remember, this one aligns with the center of the eyes from the front, the bottom of the bones. And then when you rotate on the z-axis, make sure the iris works properly and doesn't clip out of the eye socket or something. Of course, sometimes you want more stuff than just the basic human skeleton, so you can also add extra bones for them. For example, if you want some bits of your character to be controlled by physics, you can do that. For instance, some body parts and some props are controlled by physics on my character. For example, the tail, and then this plug and wire, and also this entire mess there is the hair. So if you want physics on those, you will have to add those bones and then rig them properly to your character. For the names, you can put whatever you want, it doesn't really matter. Now we will move on to the blend shapes, which is what controls most of the facial expressions and also the shape of the talking mouth. So I will show you what a blend shape is. So like right here, blink left, and then obviously that closes one of the eyes. And then there's also mouth blend shapes like this one. Obviously that changes the shape of the mouth, so it actually looks like the avatar is talking. And there's a full list of these that will work with VC Face, and I will put a link to those in the description down below. The link will also come with instructions on how each one of these should look, so you can go ahead and check that out as a reference. There are also some extra blend shapes which VC Face supports in its face tracking and also expression detection systems, so I will list them here, but there is also a paragraph about it on the VC Face website, so I will put a link to that in the description down below as well. So first of all is brows up, brows down, angry, which you just put whatever you think is an angry expression here, sorrow, which is sad, and also surprised. So these are the things that will be a part of the VC Face expression detection system if you put them in. VC Face does also support your own custom blend shapes. So for example, I want to take my glasses off, so here I have made a blend shape called glasses off, and then when I turn it on, of course it removes my glasses like that, and now I have a hotkey in VC Face that does it, and it does work. Thank you for making it until here. Next part we will be porting all of this stuff to Unity, so have a nice day.